Allora, ciao, I'm here with Lacuna Coil today. They've just arrived at the Scala and they're all sitting here speaking Italian to me, which is of course hotting me up terribly. Lacuna Coil are a delicious mix of goth, metal, but something else altogether, and this is represented by the juxtapositioning of the male vocals, the female vocals, the hard, the soft, and the fact that they're Italian, which means they're all squishy, but they're metal, which means they're very scary. Lacuna Coil, thank you for being with me.
Thank you.
A whole lot of you. You're like a familia. Now, you arrived last night and you couldn't go out drinking because the bars shut at 11.
Yeah, we were surprised.
This means that you're tortured by your Italian lifestyle when it comes to touring, yes. What is it about your music that is Italian and particularly Milanese? Milanese.
Well, I don't know, it's from Milano that Italians are putting a lot of passion in their music, and this is what we're trying to bring in our own style. I think it's something you can really listen to.
I certainly think that there is a lot of Italianism, if you like, in your music, particularly because there's a big movement or a big scene in Torino and Milano with the goth and the metal, and Torino being the occult capital of Europe. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they say that the music is like triangle, I think, like Turin or in New York or...
Turin, New York, and I don't know.
Nobody knows. London, for sure. Yeah, but there is this connection with the shade between the satanic. Still good.
And terrible pathology for touring. And you've played with a lot of big names, and now you've become a whirlwind in your own right. What is it, do you think, about Lacuna Coil that is really unique? You are the empty spiral, which is in itself a contradiction.
Drummer is for sure.
It is. It always is. Drummer is always the brain. What is it about your band? I mean,
I think what is special is the fact that we're not just like a bunch of people put together by somebody else for the business, but we really started as a friend, and still our friends really compact, tighter than ever. And we just think it's pretty rare, especially nowadays, when everybody's just like greedy about the music business. And I think that we combine different influences in our music, which is really special because we can't really categorize in just one category. Just like we're mixing different styles, from gothic to metal to rock. Everything together.
There's also an intimacy in your music and also in your lyrics. I know that both you, Andre, and you, Christina, are responsible for writing the lyrics and singing, but also the creation of a kind of cinematic soundscape that has a certain intimacy. You don't sing about Dungeons and Dragons or about raping and pillaging. You sing about kind of a sense of emptiness or a sense of rapture. Tell me about this intimacy, about this personal aspect of the music and the lyrics. I mean, you don't have to tell me why they're personal, but...
I think in general, this is also connected to the fact that we're from a big city like Milan, and so we have a lot of different kind of environments, a lot of different kind of clubs and scenes. So basically we were very open to a lot of different influences, and that inspired us to just don't talk about something very far away, but we have a lot of clash with reality in the city. So that's something that inspired us in talking about real life instead of searching an escape somewhere, in a fantasy thing. And plus we never want to get like political too much, because of course everybody is worried about the world situation and everything, but we feel more like we have to tell, what we can give to the people, what we can tell to the people is more about life experience and everyday experience, because that's what we're all about. That's what we learned by touring and by staying together for such a long time. Personal relationships are way a bigger influence compared to politics or something like that.